Alrighty, folks. We'll do it live. We're doing it live. We got an open mixed final here for the national championships of foosball.
That sounded like an F-bomb. Mike Philbrook.
Oh.
Your mom's gifted a sub to Jeff. I'd normally say thanks, but we don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm joking. Thank you for the generosity. Jeff, enjoy your ad viewing experience. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Your mom's. Thank you.
This 3 out of 5 match. This is not a 2-set situation. The winner
This
of
is a final.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm just trying to say that, dude. But thanks. As Clay said, this is the final.
He's a first class chatter.
He is.
He had some goodies earlier too. Captain Blood.
Love that.
Connected their Prime. Thank you for using your Amazon Prime sub here. No more ads for you.
Pappas dancing around with that front pin position.
Ooh, that was an angle, yeah?
I have an interesting question for you, Clay.
Okay.
How
I'll decide if it's interesting. But go ahead.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
I'll just go.
No,
let me know when you're ready.
Well, you know.
How physically good on the scale of the Foosers that you've seen, and I know you've watched a lot of foosball.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot. Like, I don't think people understand how much in your development, not just you as a student of foosball, but in your development of the stats machine that you've done and everything. You've watched a lot of foosball. How good physically is Billy Pappas in the players you've seen play?
He's so good that you could show him something he's never seen, and then he could do it as if he's been practicing it. That's the cleanest way I can explain that.
That's legit.
Yeah,
I get that. I feel that.
And it's not like I don't find him to be someone who can just walk up to the table and do something that's not physically possible.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm sure that's certainly the case from the 2-bar. But more than anything, I just see him as every ability he has looks like he's practiced it, even if it's brand new. So that's how I see it. And I think there's a handful of players that are like that. I think Ryan Moore's like that too.
Mm-hmm.
You just walk up to the table, you just invent a shot that's never been done, and they can do it within probably, honestly, no exaggerating, probably within 3 tries.
Yeah.
And by the way, to be clear about subbing to the channel, that just gets rid of the Twitch ads. The foosball ads will still be here because we run those, but the Twitch ads we do not run. Those are how Twitch makes their money, which we obviously like because that makes us be able to be here. Oh, that's what happened. This got messed up somehow. There we go.
It is 3-2 in favor of Pappas and Smith. Pappas rollover position. Having shot a front pin, goes roller.
I actually think his front pin is more dangerous here because I don't think that it's better than his rollover, but I think Isabelle is going to be comfortable blocking a rollover no matter who you are.
Yeah.
And she has a point of reference, something to build on, a starting point, and a defense to put out there. I don't think in America there aren't a lot of quality front pin shooters. If you look at a list of the top 10, I'm like the first 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Billy's probably number 10, and there's nobody's 8 or 9.
Yeah,
so that's my most ridiculous comment of the day.
That's fantastic.
I don't even think you can make a top 10. All jokes aside, I don't think there's a top 10 front pin shooters in America as far as known players. So him being able to shoot this, and you can see her defense. She's basically playing it like a rollover, but that is just not going to work. He can go around that.
I love the way he holds that. The handle is the same way that Collignon used to, with that thumb up. Billy shoots it. Todd. Whoa. Golly. Some recoil and clap action. 4-4. First game.
Description for that. Recoil clap action?
Mm-hmm.
I said it.
You did tell. I mean, yeah, I did. I don't know how hard. I don't know. You tell. Make the call.
Save it. Save it? Yeah.
Did
Thank
or
you.
didn't?
I think you did. Okay. You think so? Yeah. And I don't feel like I'm negative. Come on.
Thanks, Dan. So jar called there.
Billy, 4-4 first game. Dances, waltzes, walks, gets the ball back. My goodness, though, that is such a tight tuck.
I think he's trying to chip it back through that reverse.
Yeah. He's trying to bring that back for sure.
Timeout.
Win this and switch this over. It's horrible.
It's good.
On a switch winning.
Yeah.
See Brandon wipe the table. Brandon did the table
Oh, he did
wipe.
the Pappas wipe?
Yeah.
Pappas wanting to wipe the score beads away right now. The battle for that ball is Stelly quietly just putting in the defense here.
Yeah. Yeah, she's holding Billy 3 to 8 shooting. 3 for 9 shooting. 33%. This is not new for her, by the way. This is not rare for her.
No.
The beauty of the numbers is this stuff is a little bit more obvious.
I think Bo did this when I got the ball here.
Billy doesn't argue a lot about calls.
Huh?
It was definitely close enough.
I mean, when I got
No,
the
no,
ball
no,
here,
I know.
jumping,
Yeah,
I know she reacts and then you too.
Yeah, it would have been tough round, but you're right. We both okay. I don't do the 5 bars.
You want to watch it?
We both banged. I think you wouldn't have grabbed it, but we both banged anyways. So you're right.
We can just watch it.
I think it's right. Yeah. I definitely did.
Ready?
Muñoz got that settled. Buries that. 1-0.
Patreon.com/ModernFoos. If you're looking to put your money to work in foosball, consider becoming a member of the Modern Foos Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you can be a part of the reason that we are able to cover even more tournaments in the very near future. Now, to be clear, Modern Foos will always be free to anyone who can connect with us via Twitch and or YouTube. No fees, no guilt trip, just high-quality foosball coverage to anyone who wants to watch. Now, if you don't have anything to spare, or even if you do and you just don't want to, it's all good, and we're glad you're here as well, and we hope you stick around. But for others who want to put their money where our mouth is, patreon.com is one way to make that happen. Benefits will include early access to YouTube uploads, exclusive content, and more things that are on the way. For more information, go to patreon.com/modernfoods. patreon.com/modernfoods.
Circuit City has nothing on this match. I think what I like most about Pappas' game and his ability is his ability to go so fast and so hard and so incredible, to also just being just so finesse.
Yeah.
It's such a light touch.
It's like Larry Allen baking a pie.
I don't get that reference.
Larry Allen? You know- Larry Allen is the offensive lineman for the Cowboys in the 90s who chased down a interception or a fumble recovery. He's about, I don't know, 6'6", 300 plus pounds, and runs a sub 540. He's terrifying. He's the thing that you usually see signs to not feed them.
Oh.
Bears.
Oh.
He's a giant. Get back to the match, please. Hurry fast.
1-0 in favor of Muñoz and Stelly. A sub 540 being the scariest menu order on the Subway.
Sub 540 is actually also a reference to the resolution for some foosball stream. Hey, we're in Nolans. I'm playing the trumpet. Only place in America where they don't know how to use a plunger the right way.
Right.
Muñoz feeling it. Stelly putting up some great D.
And again, that's just kind of what she do, man. I mean, he's shooting 3 for 11 right now, 4 for 12, so even still 30%. That is abysmal for anybody at any rank. It is particularly nasty to be blocking not just a master, but an all-time great. I mean, most people have him. I don't know about most people, but top 5 all-time. You think?
Oh,
I mean,
for sure.
Who else do you have on that list? Fred, Todd, Tony, Ryan,
Yeah.
and Billy? Who else do you put? I mean, who's even in the consideration? Actually, it's an honest question. I don't even know. I mean, I wouldn't put them in that order necessarily. I'm just saying.
Sure. Yeah, but no, they're
That's
in
the 5.
category. Yeah, for sure.
That's the Mount Rushmore plus 5. Yeah. Plus 1. I don't know how to math. It's late. Have you noticed we have, what is almost? All 3 almost in a row. Put that on the stat line, Dan. We didn't have a crowd like this in Vegas pretty much all weekend except for maybe 3 matches. It's been like this all day.
Really?
Every single match we've had double digits in the bleachers. And this is not a big bleacher, so double digits every single match, and in the 20s and 30s sometimes.
Is this a foregone conclusion? Is this Muñoz and Stelly to lose, or do you think there's still a lot?
Oh, we're just getting started.
So
I
what are
mean,
the
this is so back and forth.
So what do you see there? I mean, what are the components? What is it that Pappas and Smith are going to be doing here to get back?
I don't think they need to really change a whole lot. It was 4-4 in the first game. It's 2-1 right now. This is, to me, as close. If you go down the list, hold on a second.
Clay's going to go take care of something right now. Is Pappas sets that up? We're making a point here because Pappas is shooting and getting blocked. You see the larger issue here, though.
Just want to close the match.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Meow.
The cat. Cat.
I heard Sully were singing that earlier.
Oh.
Had to go deal with some extracurriculars real quick.
Saw that. Did it get taken care of? Fine.
And I mean, that's how I would describe it. I'm not sure he would describe it that way. I feel he does not feel cared for or taken care of. They've been losing. I don't know. I wonder if they're playing with a slick ball. You need a certain amount of texture with the balls you're playing with for them to operate functionally and properly. So going back to the conversation, it's a slick shot. He almost pulled that off. This has been ball for ball. I think if we had a scoring summary, you'd see neither team has had a massive lead. I don't know that either team has been up by more than 1. I think it's been either tied or up by 1 for both sides. I think looking at the numbers, you know, we can toss those on the screen here. Looking at the numbers, Billy's passing fine. He's 10 for 18, so that's going to be 56%. Shooting now 6 for 17. That's not good, but it's getting better. And Brandon passing right at 50% and not shooting particularly excellent himself. And so you got to give credit to Hannah back there for the defense that she's playing.
Sorry.
And the one thing that just jumps out at me, if I'm just only looking at numbers, Hannah's clearing the ball well. 12 for 19, now 13 for 20. That's 65%. That is winning foosball. And with that shot on goal by Isabelle, she is now 17 for 20 clearing the ball.
Ooh.
With 2 shots on goal, and I believe one of those turned into a break that went in the hole.
Yeah.
So
85%.
that's just bananas. That is so high that I'll check it later. It's such an anomaly. It's so out of the norm that I'll look, and that's not to pass judgment on the person doing stats, which is Dandelions, Daniela Fattel. But it is to say that that's so high that I wonder if something was missed. And I'm watching them. They're not getting missed. I mean, he's killing it doing stats. So all these numbers are good, I guarantee you. But it's just freaky to be that high. Hannah can bank this from the back very well. Good grief.
You know, she has changed what she's doing back there on her 2. Beautiful. Muñoz.
That's your second. Isabelle!
I cannot remember his name.
What you gonna do, bro?
So again, 4-4.
Second game, yeah.
And this time I do believe there was a 2-point difference at some point in this game. I believe Hannah and Billy were up 4-2.
Yes!
Well, Clay, it's been a close one here in this open mix final.
No, it's fast.
Thought we might hear a bit more here, but I just hear somebody mixing a drink.
We're talking about that 3-rod, how fast it is. He was looking for something to whack me down, whack me down, whack me down. Playing foosball and my 3 bars fast, whack me down. There you go.
Third game underway. Muñoz at Stelly on the left-hand side, up 2-0 in game count.
The question in the chat there, somebody talking about, Jeff talking about maybe Billy should go to his pull shot. I don't think that it's a matter of shot. I subscribe to the thinking that if your execution is not a problem, it's your reading. You're reading the defense. Subprime? I don't know. What's the word there? Not optimally. And I don't think it's a matter of shot. I think if you're not reading the defense well, it doesn't matter what you're shooting. And I think, who am I? First of all, if I was watching this, I'm wondering, who are you to say that? So I'm answering the question that I would ask myself if I was watching. Who am I to doubt one of the greatest offensive 3 bars in the history of foosball? So it's not a judgment or saying that I know better. All I'm saying is what I see. And what I see is Billy is executing fine.
Yeah.
And there's not a problem with how he's able. I mean, he's passing fine. He's near 50% passing, and when he gets it to his 3-bar, he's executing where he wants the ball to go. Unless I'm just totally reading that wrong, which I don't think I am. It's not an execution problem. So why change the shot if the mechanics aren't the reason you're not scoring? Your brain is. Comment in the chat there says if you're reading the roller D poorly, the pull shot would be different. Yeah, the defense would be different, but I think you're just the way I see it is if your brain is the problem, then fix your brain, and you can make it easier on your brain. But I don't know. He's already shot 2 shots. He went from and there's similar defenses.
That is a clean table, though. I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of wiping going on down there.
So I agree with the idea of that. I just don't think a pull shot solves his problems here.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. You don't just automatically switch. Maybe you get something else from it, but.
And by the way, it's close. It's not a blowout.
Right.
This is ball for ball so he's in this. Because guess what? Hannah's blocking the hell out of Brandon too. It's after midnight. Your kids shouldn't be awake, so I don't want to get in trouble for that.
For saying
hell
ball? Oh.
Yeah, for saying block. I mean, their numbers, Brandon and Billy's, their numbers are almost identical. Brandon is shooting 10 for 23, 43%. And Billy has one less attempt and 1 less score, 9 for 22, 41%. It's practically identical. And so if we're going to talk about changing the shot for one of those dudes, why are we not talking about changing the shot for the other guy?
For sure.
Cabazzo, let's see something that's working with your brain there. Let's see your thoughts there. I like the push side with Silly Billy.
Tied up here, 3-3, 2-0. Muñoz, Stelly, and game count.
So in this third game, which we can also show, because Danilo Fattel is just a maniac and makes cool things for us. In this game, Billy is shooting 3 for 4. And you're never losing a match if you shoot 75%. You're just not. The problem here is he's lost the first 2 games shooting something else, percentage-wise. So if this is the trend, that's bad news for Brandon and Isabelle, because Brandon is shooting 2 for 6. So I don't think that 75% is going to hold. I'm just saying he figured out what the difference is. What you look at me for?
What?
You looked at me funny. I said a word I shouldn't have said. Did I say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
cool.
it's just,
You're also doing this ape.
Oh, I'll
chimpanzee thing.
I'll tell you about that
okay.
later.
Cool.
I think still do the same thing instead of on the push side. Just wait for
No. It's just that bar is heavier.
You have to pull it home.
I gotta pull harder. More.
Pull it harder.
It's sage advice. Anytime nothing's working, that's what I try to do. 3-3 in this third game.
That is an intense shuffle. Holy moly.
Gotta tell you, I love that top-down view when they're chatting. Muñoz. It is championship point open mixed doubles here at the National Foosball Championships 2024.
It's like,
I know.
it's scary. And it makes you like, and then it goes,
I need,
you need low?
I hit you.
Do you need low?
Shit. Come on, Isabelle, one more. Yes.
Muñoz calls for one more. It has been close, though, ball for ball. Smith, Pappas putting up a good game. Muñoz, Stelly responding.
Bombs away. On goal.
And there you have it, folks. Billy Pappas and Hannah Smith are defeated by Brandon Muñoz and Isabelle Stelly to become your open mix champions at the National Championships of Foosball.